Guys, it's with a sad heart that I'm coming to you live right now. This is a major explosion, multiple explosions, excuse me, have been reported at a U.S. steel plant in Pennsylvania. Um, it happened a few hours ago. We're just now getting there's going to be a press conference here shortly. I'm sorry. You guys know I like doing live news events. Apologize for not being here earlier. I did know about a few hours ago. Hang on a second. I just realized I changed my mics. So, all right, cool. It's still working. Same one. All right, good. It happened a few hours ago. And anyway, trying to catch up on everything that's happened. Real quick. Oh, hey, Squid. How you doing? So Kimberly Ray was in here. Silver Fox, what's up? Dodo Dixon, how are you? T42 S3X. Sounds like a car. The new S3X. I just realized Tesla has an S, a 3, and an X, and a Y. Tesla's line spells sexy and then Cybertruck. Those of you that don't know. Thanks for making me laugh during such a serious event. Hey, Tom Gills, how's it going, bud? Dude, Tom, I need to call you. You can call me. I think you have my number too. Anyway, hope you're doing well, man. I've had a very eventful, unactive, very eventful summer. Andrew Myers, how are you? Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. It always makes me feel good just to say your name. T-Rex Trucking. I cut out. Well, it should be here. No, it's working. This is the U.S. Steel. Hey, Taz, how you doing? Let's see here. DJ Lewis. Hey, man, how are you doing? Hey, Kim, how you doing? How you doing? Wait, is that a calico? Do you have a calico cat? You do. I have stories about that. Sweet Fly, what's up? Ronnie Sean, how are you? So multiple explosions. We don't know yet what caused the explosions. We're gonna learn here in a little bit. Oh, hey, thanks, Tom. Yeah, man, we need to talk though sometime. We'll get together. All right. So anyway, just don't know what's where am I? I got lost in the chat. I moved things around and now I lost everything. Where am I? I kind of know where I am. I think I do. Yes, Volusia. Nippon Steel Corporation, U.S. Steel merge just happened in it. Yes. This is it. That's actually, I have that pulled up. One of the things to talk about. So Nippon bought U.S. Steel in 2023. The finalization just happened 2 months ago. Nippon Steel is, they were the world's third largest manufacturer of steel. They're Japanese, and they bought U.S. Steel at one point was the largest steel manufacturer in the world. I don't know where it ranks now. It's U.S. Steel is the the plant that built freedom. What there used to be a saying, I'm going to butcher it, but it was U.S. Steel. That the country is built on U.S. Steel or something like that. So, anyway, Zach, what's happening? Hey, to hell and back. How are you, babe? Let's see here. Rennie, how are you doing? Yes, we have multiple injuries. One person is deceased. And right now, what this is, so the volume is on. There is, so I left the volume on so you guys know there is nothing coming out. This is aerial view of everything. This is the only aerial view I've found so far. We're going to have a press conference here in a few moments. Hang on a second. Let me find, I got another one I need to switch over to real quick. Wait.
There about how many people would roughly
All right, so this is
a battery at a time.
One battery, maybe 20 to 30 people.
So I don't know when they say battery. It's got to be a one of the.
I left U.S. Steel because of some of the research that I started doing on long-term illnesses.
Okay, I was gonna say this guy. If he starts saying I did research on it, I figured he's gonna be a sovereign
They
citizen.
are trying to link back to the steel mills that they haven't actually linked directly to them, but I do also know of older gentlemen that have been in the steel mills for 20, 30 years and they have cancer. So it was like,
all right, we're going to go back to watching the aerial view here because yeah, I know older guys that are 30 that've been working there for 30 years and they have cancer. Yeah, well, that happens. A lot of people. I have a friend of mine who's a new engineer said we all have cancer, it's just whether or not it's metastasized. That's a theory, but anyway. Shelly, how you doing? It is. This is going to be the new YouTube thing. You've got to go into your personal settings and change your screen name to at whatever it is you want it to be. Does that make sense? Let's see here. All right, who did I see? I just missed. JKD Buck, how are you? Donna Ralph, what's up? Hey, Squad Bob, how you doing, man? So right now, just kind of waiting around for the press conference, because I don't want to miss that. That I think is going to be the most important thing. Now, let me see what else I've got over here. We're going to show some other things. Let's see here. Go to. Let's see here. So 3 hours ago, the New York Post was reporting that people are trapped still at the plant. Hang on.
To make sure that they have gotten any people, if they can, get them out of there. But you can see crews remaining on the scene. Again, first responders continue to be swarming the area, really. And I know that you've heard this a number of times. The Pittsburghers want to come out. They want to help. But the best thing you can do right now, the best help you can be, is to stay away from the area because there's so much traffic. We're talking about dozens of fire trucks, emergency responders, ambulances, helicopters. the worst thing you could do is get in their way as they continue to try and do their work. Right now, another ambulance back in that same spot, as we really have both sides of this building now surrounded where the explosions and fire took place. More, of course, as we get it from Sky 4. Shannon and Mike.
All right, Sam, thank you very much. As
All
we
right,
await
so-
that 3:45 news conference, Keely Gunderson is
Yeah,
standing
3:45
by.
is gonna be
She's
coming
gonna
on
bring
in
us that
2
as soon as
minutes.
it happens. That is set for
So-
3:45. Hear from elect.
I'm going to, while that's still, let me go back over to here. Oh, this is why this is stopped. The helicopter has to go back and get more fuel. So, but let's go back over here.
My heart goes out to those workers and their families who will need all of
All
us
right,
to
now
rally
I'm going to
around
look
them.
for, there's another one. There's a
US
press conference
Representative
coming up.
Chris DeLuzio. Again, this is a map showing us
where'd that thing
exactly
go? I just
where we
dropped
are
the
talking
stupid
about
thing.
the location right along the river.
You
here
guys,
at
I
the
apologize.
Catastrophe
I
Works
was,
in the Mon Valley.
We know that one person has
I had stuff I had to
died
deal
and
with
2
this
people
morning.
are still unaccounted for. Many people have been injured.
All right, hang on a
The
second.
ATF and many other agencies are responding to
The
multiple
ATF is
explosions and
responding.
fire at the Clairton Coke Works steel mill, part of the Mon Valley Works that goes on both sides of the Mon River, the Monongahela River, in Allegheny County, and has been part of the economy of Allegheny County in Western Pennsylvania for more than 100 years. There have been multiple problems at the Clairton Coke Works dating back
All right,
just
hang on a
this
second.
year.
I'm
Several
doing this all
incidents
wrong.
have taken place.
I forgot
And
about.
even in 2018, when there was a very large fire on Christmas Eve at the Clairton Coke Works as well.
No,
Again, we're
why is
focusing
that?
on the information that we have at hand. We also really want to let you know that you are in the right place for the very latest information.
Yay, we're in the right
because
place for the
we
very
expect a
latest news. All that
conference
other
very
good jive.
shortly at 3:45. Our
No.
crews are in place to bring that news conference to you live. We expect the county executive, Sarah Innamorato, to speak. We expect an executive from U.S. Steel Corporation, not the CEO.
All right, so
but
there we go. We
another
have one person
representative from the company to
died.
talk,
2
and
people are
also
unaccounted
the
for. Multiple
Allegheny
injuries,
County
and the
Emergency
ATF's
Management
responding, which I
Chief,
think is weird.
Matt Brown,
So I
and
just think
county
that's weird.
police as well, to tell us what they can.
Yeah,
And
let's see
it
what
will
this
also
is.
give us an opportunity to try to ask some questions, which is important in our process.
Yeah, our number one job right now is to report.
Here, this looks like they're on the ground at the. Let's see. There's no sound on this either. So they're on the ground though. How Charlotte got on the ground, I don't know. Hey, Rogue Mama, how are you doing? U.S. Steel in Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh, the plant had multiple explosions, and we're waiting for the press conference. Supposed to have been a minute ago. Speaking of, I just heard a big bang. How you doing? Am I saying it right? Esprit? Because you know what? I've messed up. You know what? I'm gonna call you Fleck. How you doing, Fleck? That's your new name over here, Esprit. What? Yes, I am eating popcorn. No, it has nothing to do with me taking this lightly.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
5,
1,
6,
2, 3,
7,
4,
8.
5. They're getting ready to go live. We're hoping soon. At some point. Yeah, explosives. I don't think of them as being explosions, though. You know, I just watched. I mean, probably like a month or so ago. I watched Alcoa aluminum plant. They had an explosion inside, and it completely. It's unbelievable how hot it got. The entire building. I think it was just a big hole. It was a big hole in the ground. It was a big hole in the ceiling. It's unbelievable. And I don't, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it just got out of hand. It wasn't intentional. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like a volcano's an explosion. I don't expect the ATF to be there. But I do expect him. Actually, you know what? Maybe it should be gotten rid of, but still, that's just me. Freckles, how are you doing? RJ, how you? I just choked when I said your name. And Major Mom, what's up? Hey, Clumsy, what's up? It is the. Oh, you like the hat? Make expert great again. I didn't know how it would come out, and it's amazing. It's actually a really nice hat. It's probably one of the nicer hats I own, and surprisingly, one of the cheapest hats I've ever spent money on. As opposed to the really cheap hats I've never spent money on. Hey, Janice, how are you? Bingo! What's up? Guys, we're just waiting here for the press conference on the Clairton, Pennsylvania, U.S. Steel, multiple explosions, casualties. One person is perished. People, last I heard, people are still trapped inside. And there are multiple injuries. People have been life flighted out to the local hospitals. Hey, Sue Scat. Sorry, there's a lot happening here at my house. I apologize. Yes, Volusia. I think that's what happened with Alcoa. I think it was oxygen. Too much oxygen got in there. And that's what the thing I watched. It was, they had the whole security footage. And I can't help it. I'm a kid that likes to watch fireworks. So, hey, Tom Gills, I don't know if you know this or not, but Freckles is a huge fan of yours. Huge. A byproduct of coal. I always thought a byproduct of coal was smoke. Am I not? Sorry, let's see what they got over here. All right, there is. What if I did this? No, I don't want default. I want theater mode? Full screen? Yeah, let's go full screen. Still no sound though. Oh, look, hang on. Watch this. Can I do this still? How do I do this? Oh, all right, here they go. Let me see if I can turn this up on there. Oh. Brother, they're huggers, aren't they?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. We're going to have a very quick press update. Scott Bacaizo from U.S. Steel is going to start us off. Then we'll have a few speakers from Allegheny County, including County Executive Sarah
Can you guys hear?
and Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis. Take a couple
Oh,
quick
wait.
questions at the end. Then we'll have a few speakers from Allegheny County, including County Executive Sarah Murato and Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis. Take a couple quick questions at the end. But this is just an informational update, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions we can't get into.
You guys hear?
Time. For now, I'll bring Scott up to the podium.
Right. Thank you, Freckles.
Thanks, everybody. Around 10:50 this morning,
Barbara on a bike.
We did have an incident between our 13 and 14 batteries here at the Clairton Coke facility. One explosion. Obviously, this is an active scene and still an active investigation. Our employees did a great job of making sure that we went in and rescued everybody that was involved, safely shut down all of the gases and utilities, and the plant is stable. But as I said, it is still an active investigation. Our hearts go out to our employees. Safety is our number one priority every day, every shift, 365. So obviously this is a tragedy that we want to understand. We're under the investigation, and we will continue to work not only with the folks behind me, but the families of those that have been affected. Our hearts go out to them, our employees. We have employee assistance program that we have set up at the local union hall for anybody that wants to stop in and talk to anybody there as well. I would also like to thank our U.S. Steel EMS in all the communities, all the surrounding communities, EMS and fire that have come and helped in making sure that everybody got out of here as safe as possible today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Matt Brown, Chief of the Allegheny County Department of Emergency Services. As Mr. Bacaizo had stated, about 10:50 was their initial response. Our first call to Allegheny County 911 was 10:51. So very quickly behind that. As Scott had mentioned, they have their internal departments to respond to those emergencies, and the municipal agencies, our department included, are always here to support them. It looks like from the overall response, about 20 EMS agencies have assisted at this point, and about 14 fire departments. And again, these are all external to the plant. All 4 divisions of my department are involved and engaged. Allegheny County 911, the fire marshal's office is here to investigate origin and cause, which we're obviously very early stages of that. Our fire training academy and our emergency management staff are all here to assist as well. And again, our role here is just to help coordinate the incident. Overall, as you can imagine, it's a very hot day. It's very tasking to all the emergency responders, both U.S. Steel and municipal. The good news is they work together very often. A lot of times they switch different hats. Many of them are volunteers at the same department. So it is a brotherhood, sisterhood, if you will, of emergency responders who really take it to heart what they're doing right now. Their efforts are very focused on rescue at this point. We are still engaged in the incident. It is continuing to be ongoing. I think that's about all the details I have at this moment. Again, our focus right now is just continuing our search for one unaccounted person at this point. That's all I have. Vic, do you have any?
Afternoon. Victor Joseph, Assistant Superintendent, Allegheny County Police. First off, my thoughts and prayers go out to the victims today, the workers here at the mill and their families. We were requested by Clairton Police Department for an industrial accident. We provide those investigative services to municipalities throughout the county when needed. It was an active scene. It's still an active scene when we got here. It was a rescue mission, still a rescue mission. Initially, there were 2 unaccounted for individuals. Within the past hour, one of those individuals was rescued, has been transported to a local hospital. So we're happy to say that. There is 1 deceased as of right now, and now a total of 10 injured. Our department, along with the fire marshal and the ATF, will conduct the investigation. Like I said, it's still an active scene right now, so this will be a time-consuming technical investigation that it's going to take some time. I want to, thank our local law enforcement partners for their assistance today, and thank the media for their attention in this matter. Thank you.
So I will echo the sentiment that our thoughts are with United Steelworkers District 10 members and all employees at U.S. Steel today, their families, and in the community of Clairton and the entire Mon Valley. I want to thank the first responders for their work and efforts today, and thank you to the leadership we have at the county through Allegheny County Emergency Services and the Allegheny County Police, who you heard from just a moment ago. Working together with U.S. Steel and with their full cooperation and transparency, we aim to get to the bottom of the origin of what caused this explosion and prevent it from ever happening again.
We also are deeply concerned about the community surrounding this facility. So I do want to touch on what Allegheny County Health Department issued earlier today. They are actively monitoring this explosion on site, and they are working in coordination with our emergency responders. And out of an abundance of caution, we advise residents within 1 mile of the plant to remain indoors, close all windows and doors, set HVAC systems to recirculate, and avoid activities that draw in outside air, such as exhaust fans. The Allegheny County Health Department air quality monitors have not detected a rise in PM 2.5 or sulfur dioxide above federal standards. And we will put out additional information as it becomes available to the public. So again, thank you to all our first responders and those involved in the rescue and recovery initiatives today. And I will pass it over to Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis to close us out.
Thank you, County Executive Innamorato. The Mon Valley is home for me. And so today I'm particularly holding the workers, the steel workers, and all those who are affected close to my heart. I've been in constant communication with Governor Shapiro, as well as Randy Padfield, the director of the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. When this event first happened, our agencies have been coordinating with county agencies and Chief Matt Brown to provide whatever resources our administration could provide to make sure that the workers who are on site are rescued and transported safely. We stand willing to provide any resources that we can as we move past today into an investigation phase. But we want to thank particularly the first responders who've responded to the site, who've showed up and ran towards danger. We're grateful for the leadership that they've shown, and we look forward to continuing to work in a collaborative manner, not just today, but in the weeks and months ahead, to ensure that an event like this doesn't happen again in the future. And I can say we've been in constant contact.
Such a politician
US
answer.
Steel.
We want to make sure this
grateful
never
for
happens
their
again.
Partnership, as well as members
Nobody
of
ever
the United
expects it to
Steelworkers
happen the
Union.
first time.
I know we have President of the Allegheny County Labor Council, Darren Kelly, with us as well. And we're going to continue to keep the lines of communications open and to make sure we can help in any way possible. So with that, we'll be happy to take a few questions for any of the speakers that have spoken today. Just say who it's for, right? Who you want to talk to.
As I said earlier, this is an active investigation. Initially, it was all search and rescue, making sure the plant was stable so we can make sure we get everybody out safely. And now we're in the investigation stage, so I can't comment on that right now. We have one person that is unaccounted for. Yes. Well, yeah, we had an explosion, very preliminary. We don't have any details right now. We're just starting that investigation. Obviously, with all of our local EMS folks and first responders.
Hey, look, I'm the lieutenant governor
first.
now.
So we'll get into the investigation as things go on. So everything else is stable in the plant. Those two batteries are shut down. Yes, everybody has been transported to hospital. They were pronounced deceased at the hospital.
Squid T-Rex lives close to
it's an
Coke
ongoing
plant in Ohio.
it's an ongoing rescue effort for the one person that is still not accounted for. We think we know the general location of that employee, but we're not 100% sure. Search and rescue is on site. we are always concerned about any incident at any of our facilities. Safety, as I said before, is first and foremost. It's a core value of U.S. Steel, of our employees, management, union alike, and we work together to prevent anything like this happening. So that's why it's important that we get the investigation done properly. I'm sorry. No.
As lieutenant governor, I don't come out here very often. I was just kind of wondering, anybody got a good place to eat at? Man, I'm thirsty. Can we get some tea over here?
Absolutely. We will continue search and rescue. We had nothing planned for 13, 14 batteries in good condition, both productivity wise, environmental wise, and safety wise. So
thank you guys for coming. When we have more information, we'll get that to you as soon as we can. But as we said, right now, it's still an active scene. They're working through a lot of things.
So the chick here who's the county executive, the brunette there. Okay, that's it. This was also our aerial footage, excuse me. But anyway, the county executive, I was going to say, in Tennessee up until a few years ago, the county executive is what was now called the county mayor. And it's funny, Tennessee actually changed the lingo from county executive to county mayor, because when, in particular, Japan, which recently bought U.S. Steel here, they did not understand county executive as being county mayor. So it was a problem when trying to do business or try to bring business to Tennessee, and you're talking to Japanese based companies. It's weird. That's the politics behind it, though. So anyway, when you say county executive, I wonder if that means that she's the elected head county official in that area. She also looks like she's former law enforcement. I think she was wearing the 511 tactical yoga pants. Don't ask me why I know women's fashion and the tactical yoga pants thing. So all right, so that is
on this episode of What the Ship. We look at the top 5 maritime stories.
What the Ship. You guys got a little taste of what I watch when I'm not around you guys. All right, so we're going to hold on here. I'm going to show you guys. I found something very cool over here. Crud. I shut the thing off. Sorry. Share screen again. Boom. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. This is a time lapse of the explosion. All right, you guys got it? So there it goes. I think this is wild that there's a camera on it. So that's normal production right there. And then all of a sudden, boom. Gosh, that's so crazy. Like, there's no fireball or anything like that. Anyway, okay. So one person deceased, one person still missing, multiple injuries. That's right, Zach. That's how it happened to me. No eyebrows. I mean, I have eyebrows. Don't get me wrong. I have eyebrows. They're blonde, so you can't see them very good on a screen. But I burned them all off once. That was, yeah. It's very lucky, Taz, and thank you for the gifted memberships too. It's crazy how often that's a thing. If I could see a steel plant, I would have a camera on it, right? So, if there were glue on, they'd be much more pronounced. much more pronounced. So, all right, let me see. Let me see what else we got here. So, the local news is showing what I just showed you guys. Oh, Christ. They just took it off. Hang on. Literally a second ago, the local news there, that wrong one, just a few seconds ago. Look at this. That's not it. Where'd you go?
Part of our medical systems here in Pittsburgh.
This is still an active investigation. Lots going
Right,
on.
we're just
for
gonna
the
go
people
live.
who
I don't know
do.
what I'm looking at
A
over
very
there.
uneasy
Sorry.
feeling going through.
Anyway,
this
this
part of
is
Western Pennsylvania
some
this
video
afternoon.
footage
We want
from
to
it.
Thank you for staying with us as we continue our breaking news coverage. I'm Mike Clark.
And I'm Shannon Perrine. We've been watching this situation unfold throughout the day. You can stay on top of our coverage by scanning the QR code right there on your screen.
I've never
Here
seen a
at the
QR
top
code
of
on a
the
screen
hour,
before
we
like that.
wanna
That's
get
kind
you
of
up to
that's kind of
speed.
wild.
The blast happened around 10.
All right, there you go. There's some more aerial footage.
You can see the area of the mill
One's
where
that
this
one
happened.
missing,
Allegheny
one
County
is
officials say at
rescued,
least
10 are
one
hurt.
person has
That's what it
died.
is. And they're
And then
treating 7
another
right
person
now.
is still unaccounted for at this hour. As far as injuries go, we do not have a total number for you. At least 10 people, though. Allegheny Health
At least
Network
10
says
people.
it is treating 7 patients. 5 of them are at Jefferson Hospital. UPMC confirms 2 patients being treated at Mercy Hospital.
The Allegheny
Oh, wait,
County
wait,
Health
wait, hold
Department
on.
is
Check this out.
advising
Okay.
people who live within a 1-mile
Um,
radius of the plant to stay
Daryl.
inside, close their doors, and they say
that is
keep your
accurate
care conditions
information. I just
unit
told.
on
I live in the area
recirculate.
with friends who
You may
work
want
there.
to check
Do you
the
have
information
anything
manual
to
on how
add
to do that. So
to
far, the air
the
quality
what we've
monitors
heard
have
so
not
far?
detected any
Hang on a second.
particle levels above
I gotta cut off the
standards.
sound.
So in the last hour,
Sorry.
Sky 4 capturing moments. Someone appeared to be pulled from the rubble. This is late in the day.
Okay. Oh, and hey, they just showed somebody an hour ago got pulled from the rubble. All right. Do you have any anything to say? I mean, anything we're missing? I'm sorry. Anything we're missing? There's more than one missing. Oh, that's not good. So the news doesn't have the most accurate thing. Again, guys, this is why I love going live. We have people like this come to the chat and tell us what is happening on the ground right now. All right. And if you have any other stuff, please let us know, Daryl. And well, in the meantime, I'm going to go and see if I can find any more. I know this sounds weird, but you guys know me. I always go over to TikTok to see what those crazies are doing in an event like this. So let's see here. Live. Nope. No. No. There's a lot of makeup on TikTok. Holy cow. What is happening? Okay. Well, we're going to change our view from that to videos. And we got that. We got okay, everything's the videos that we saw live. And that's all we got right now on TikTok. So, all right, let me go back over here, see if we got anything. Sorry, guys. U.S. Steel will not reveal what's really happening due to legal reasons. That is very true. That I totally expect that. Totally expect that. And I'm also I don't know. In the back of my mind, I'm still trying to think of like what since the merger, since the buyout, what the corporate response will be. And it doesn't matter. This is just a random thought in my head. And so I'm kind of looking at that. It's because it's we say for legal reasons. it's a whole new team coming in, and they're already in that process, you know. And so it's unique when you have an opportunity like that to watch the legal teams and everything just kind of change. Hang on. Okay, sorry. So I had the news going on over here too, and it's the official governor's statement is multiple explosions occurred today at U.S. Steel, Clairton Coke Works in Clairton, Pennsylvania. And injured employees have now been transported to local hospitals to receive care, and search and rescue efforts remain active at the plant. If you're in the area, continue to follow the instructions of local authorities. Gosh, God bless everybody. So what happened there? And let's see here. What's squid? Yeah, burns are awful. God, where you said that. So Cincinnati has one of the best burn hospitals. Vanderbilt has a really, really good one. And I just remember years and years ago, I was driving through town. It was late at night, and I had to be diverted off. It was just a road through the middle of town, right? And I'd just been on that road a couple hours earlier, and coming back through, the police ride around. There had been a car accident or something. I was seeing all the cars and everything were gone. I don't remember seeing them, but I remember seeing this is the road where it melted, and two girls. It was uh, like a homecoming queen or something like that. And they had gone somewhere to do one of those digital, you take your digital, you take your camera into I guess like CVS. I guess they still do that. I don't know. And you can print off the pictures, and I think that's what they had done. They had gone to go get the pictures printed, and someone rear-ended them so hard that the car caught on flames and stuff. Anyway, the girl had to be one of the girls passed away, and when the other girl had to be life flighted to Vanderbilt. And I remember then hearing about the recovery, the rehab, and the changing the bandages and everything. It was first time I ever really knew what was going on and could visualize it too. It's a horrible thing. Burns are, as someone who has played with a lot of fire, you need to be really careful around burns. Hey, Rosamond, how you doing? What happened? Who are you dating now? Did your husband know you're dating? Should we be talking about this, Rosamond? I love you to death, but I think I pick your husband in the divorce. I'll be his friend. White Rabbit could be your friend. There you go. Sorry, that's a joke. It's an ongoing joke. Because I say joke. My friends have always said that in the divorce, they get White Rabbit. They have, because you can never be friends with both people when they go through a divorce. Ooh, U.S. Steel has been investigated by OSHA 14 times since 2009. Who unsubscribed? What happened? Oh my gosh. So let's see what's happening here.
But we got to hear a little bit about what happened inside that plant. They said that battery 13 and 14 exploded. The cause still unknown. That's what they're working to figure out now. We
I
still
thought
don't have a
13
lot
and
of details
14 was
either
still
about
working.
who the people are that were hurt, but we've been able to get a few bits and pieces from that press conference to get a better idea of the situation. They also talked about the air quality. You know, they stressed that if you live in a mile radius of this plant, you should be inside recirculating your air. They said that it is not, it has not reached levels of serious concern, but they just are saying that out of a caution, out of being cautious, to encourage people to protect themselves and wear a mask or stay indoors to protect themselves from any particles in the air from this explosion. You know, we got to talk to people all throughout the day today who came here because they wanted to know what was going on. They were waiting for some answers that we were hoping to get tonight, some that we did, some still, you know, that we're seeking. But listen to what one man said. He described what he heard, how he realized that something had happened here.
The first mind thinks you're going to panic. Are we going to evacuate? Are we going to have to evacuate? What's next? Why ain't they going to let us know? Why ain't they going to let us know if there's something going on too? Why ain't they coming to houses like there's a lake? Hey.
And now, obviously, you're still here. Your concern has shifted to the.
I always
people
wonder what
inside.
happened to
How are you
Beavis.
feeling watching this scene kind of take shape?
Kind of iffy, because I know a friend that works at the gas station. Her son works there, and he said he was inches from death the last leak.
And they talked about as well how tasking this response was today for so many first responders in this heat. If you look over here, you can still see a lineup of ambulances, another one leaving right now. They said 20 EMS agencies in total, 14 fire departments from the area responded. So this was truly an all hands on deck response. And in this heat, they said it was grueling, but the first responders did not stop until they were able to get somewhere in this investigation. Again, found one person who was unaccounted for. They unfortunately found one person who did not survive, and they are still searching right now for another person. They weren't able to say anything about the injuries of those 10 people who we know were taken to hospitals injured. They weren't able to give us any clarity on that, but that's something we will keep pushing for. Back to you guys.
All right, Kaylee Gunderson, thank you for continued live reporting all day from the scene. Kaylee,
Anyway,
mentioned
so
US
that's all we know
Senator John
now.
Fetterman
They're
near
still
the
doing a
area.
rescue
In fact, she
thing for
spoke
the
with the
last
senator
person.
on the scene. earlier
If
this
you are
morning.
in the
Here's what
area,
he told
please, if you have an air,
This reminds everybody how dangerous of a job it is to make steel coke.
hang on a second here.
And
I've got
you know, back then, 5
turn
years
this
ago, they did an
volume
amazing
off.
job to rebuild it immediately, quickly after that. So my
Oh man, my brain can't handle all the talking. Anyway, if you're in the area, please run your air conditioner. At least run your air conditioner, and be sure and change your filters too after all this is over with. If you have an air purifier or anything like that, please run it. Close your windows, close your doors. This is if you're in the area. Now they say like a 1 mile radius. Let's just push that on out to say, well, so let's do at least 10 miles just to be safe, right? Also, they said that earlier that they're looking for water, electrolyte packets, like Gatorades, cooling fans. If you have cooling fans, to donate for the first responders of all things. And Kelly Ann for the win. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Everybody who is, wait a second real quick. I just saw something. Missed one. Everyone, thank Kellyanne if you just got a membership, and also Taz earlier. Thank you so much. You know what, everybody, we need a little. Let's lighten things up a little bit, all right? Because we don't know anything else that's happening right now, but we do know. Thank you, Kellyanne. Thank you, Taz. And also, I didn't see this. Lynn, been a member for 10 months. Haven't been around much lately. Still supporting. Thank you so much, Lynn. Are you still here? Hey, Dan Davis, what's up? if Lynn is still here, we missed her birthday. So I need to come back and say happy birthday. Zach says Joe Biden just sends condolences. His father's grand cousins and uncle worked at this great plant, and his grandfather invented coal. Oh, wow. Not a joke. That is very sincere of Uncle Joe. And thank you, Zach, for sharing that. Holy cow. That's oops, hold on. No, that's
nice.
Yes, thank you. Joe Biden, Zach. Those two went to Penn State together, didn't you? Or is that right? I don't know. Time and space, man. Zach, not Zach, but Joe. He invented it. Al Gore invented the internet, though, so that's the best thing. So, anyway, guys, listen, I love y'all to death. Those of you that have been following, I got a call from case management today. I called them back. That's part of the reason why I was late doing this stream. Oh, don't say this, Dan. No. So you back up? Is there a temporary wire back up? Hey, Christine Fortunato, how you doing? State Penn, yes. Penn State is where what was the football player? Was that Joe Piscopo? Had the incident, you know, the incident. Zach and Biden dated the same boy under the bridge for train money. So it was Penn State. I'm so confused. The Frito Bandito himself is here. How you doing, Hill on Top? All right, guys, listen. Talk to case manager from mom. They did. They had the whole thing wrong. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'll tell you guys, honestly, I'm afraid to look at her paperwork now. It's just gonna make me mad. It's gonna make me sick. It's not healthy for me anymore. However, I'm gonna go, I'll see her, and I will try to do, try to do a late night stream about 10:30 and try to have some fun. Okay. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe 3 hours. Who knows what's gonna happen, but we're gonna have some fun. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a good time. Wait, why are you confused, Shelly? What happened? Outside of Pittsburgh, a steel plant had multiple explosions. One person confirmed deceased. There's a couple people that are missing. We had someone come in that told us that they live in the area. There are multiple people missing. We know that of 10 that are injured. There are ongoing search and rescue efforts. And Zach just informed me, because I'm not very intelligent, and I appreciate Zach, that Joe Biden's grandfather invented coal, and Joe Biden worked in the coal mine, or the coal plant that blew up. I think that was it. And then I was saying that I finally talked to case manager for my mom's case. I gotta go see my mom. And tonight, though, let's get together, okay? About 10:30, and we're gonna 10:30 Eastern, and let's have some fun, y'all. Let's have a stream where we're back to the way it is. Nobody's wearing pants. We're drinking chocolate milk. I need to get some ice cream. Oh, wait a second. That means I need to take a cooler. I'm gonna get some ice cream. and we're going to have some fun. Okay, let's do that tonight before we go to bed. I love you guys. Prayers for U.S. Steel, the workers there, the families there. Awesome, Joe. Awesome. That's just cool. I love it. Angie, I hope to see you later because I love the name Angie Beggs. So you guys, I have to learn your new names. Unless you go into your own account and you got to change your you got to change your screen names again. That's what YouTube's making everybody do. Angie G Beggs is just a cool name. I'm usually being beat up by an Angie. Angie, are you a Rolling Stones fan? Thank you. I appreciate you, Kim. And did you ever answer? Is that a calico that you have there? And thank you, Rosamond, for getting us back on to what's important. Prayers for U.S. Steel workers. And thank you for the prayers for my mom. Zach is not available. Oh, for a new name? All right. So what we'll do is we'll play Zach's new name bingo. And or not bingo. What's how do you do it? Like a raffle, maybe, or like a, you put the names in a hat and you shake it up, and whatever you pull out, that's what Zach's new name's gonna be. I like this idea, Zach. Man. You see, Zach's a winner. Y'all, Zach, big brains, knows what's going on. Hey, 80 Music Man. It is Monica. I hope the cream is from Rita's. Is Rita's that's the in the Italian? Right? The Italian ice gelato. I was just gonna get it at Walmart. That's what I'm gonna take. Cooler. Go to Walmart. I love you guys. Prayers to the U.S. Steel workers of Pennsylvania, and wish me luck, guys. This is the hard part of my day, but you guys are awesome. Love you guys. Be safe.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Jesus, 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 it's a fire. "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire."